Yat she ya bet ahne slido na kuide ne basishin kilchi ni das chi tratnes ne das nala Lyle Harvey Indigenous, yeah. So I wanted to introduce myself in my traditional Navajo language, and those are my 4 clans. And my name is Lyle Harvey, and I live here in Gallup, New Mexico. We're going to be talking about string games today. So there's a couple of things to string games that you want to know that my grandfather and my grandmother told me. Most of these stories that I share are from my grandparents, and I didn't read it in a book. I didn't go to school for it, but I grew up around it. My grandparents are the ones who told us all these stories, and they're the ones who gave us the know-how about things. So one of the first things that they tell us about these string games is that we only do string games during the winter. And then another one is that my grandma used to say that string games are for our children, and it was designed for our children so that our children can learn to think. What I mean by that is that our children need to learn to create patterns like complex thinking skills, problem solving skills, and and how to kind of like go through challenging times, and how to develop resiliency. So that's why we give our children this string, so that they can learn to, I guess you can say, manage their time, and then learn to set goals for themselves, and then they can learn how to solve problems. And so my grandma said that when a child is around 3 years old, we cut them a piece of string, and then we size it to their hand, and then we teach them the basic skills. So the strings go on all your fingers, and then the children learn to, they call it fine motor skills, meaning that our children learn depth, and then they learn how to utilize their fingers. So that's a really good thing. And then another thing is that our children actually learn to create patterns. And so those are some of the things that we do to teach our children about problem solving using a string. So I'm going to be demonstrating how to do your string. And so we're going to take a roll of string like this. You're going to take your scissor, and you're going to take a good amount of string. So how I measure it is I take my string and I'll go like this. So right about there, that's a good amount of string. So then I'll take this on this side and I'll cut it. And then I put the 2 tail ends together, and then I turn it around like this, and I make a simple knot like that. And so this is how I tie it. And then I'll make it really tight. So you want to bring this knot as close as you can back to the thing, and then I'll put my teeth right here and then pull it. Okay, so now it's really tight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it right here. So now I'm done with my scissors and the string ball. In this next video here, I'm going to do 4 demonstrations. So we're going to go over 4 different string games you can do. And I'm going to show you how to do the first string pattern using the X pattern. So we're going to go like this, and you're going to twist it like that and make it like this. We take this one and this one, we put it in here, and we twist it 1 time like that. So we're going to go like this, 1, and then we take these 2 strings like this, and then we go like that, and we create an X. So let me try that again. So I'm going to go in here, and then you're going to go like that. Now we're going to flip this right here. We're going to flip it like that, and then I'm going to take this middle finger, I'm going to reach in here like that, and then I'm going to bring this one in here like that, and then I'm going to grab this one with my thumb like this, like that, and then I'm going to let it go, and I'm going to go So that's my first string pattern right there. Okay, now I'm going to delete the chalkboard there, and then I'm going to go to the next string pattern, starting with the X. So I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to create an X like that, and I'm going to flip it, and then on one side I'm going to collect it like that, and then on this side only on my thumb. Then I'm going to release it, and then I'm going to release the thumb on this side, and then I'm going to reach up for these two up here, and then I'm going to let go of the bottom one, and there's an arrowhead going across all the way. I'm going to be demonstrating how to do one with the lightning pattern. So you're going to go like that again, and then I'm going to go in here, then I'm going to go in here, and I'll pick up these like that. I'm going to put one on my little finger on both sides like that, and then one on my thumb like this, and then on this side too, and then one on my thumb. Then I'm going to spread it like that. So that's one way of doing our string game. And you take your right index finger and you pick up this one right here, and then you take your left index finger and you pick up the one between right here in the center, and you go like that. And so you create a little lightning pattern like that. So that's one way we do it. Okay, then I'm going to bring my thumb forward like that and pick up this string, second string, and then I'm going to bring in these two right here again. And then I'm going to put my finger in here like that, and then I'm just going to go like that. Now you have opened the gate. Okay. Now I'm going to do another string game that starts from the lightning pattern. So this time, instead of picking it up straight forward like that, I'm going to come in from the top, and then I'm going to twist it like that. And then I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to twist it like that. Now they're twisted. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I'm going to come in here, pick up that second to the last one, and then I'm going to come in here and pick up the third one. And then if you see that there's a little area in here, and then I'm going to go like that, release these two, and there's a butterfly. So these are just starting your string game. So there's this way, then there's like this again, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and then I'm going to collect this string, and then I'm going to collect that string. And that's the starting basis for our string game. And I hope you have a lot of fun playing with your string. Thank you.